What's up, everybody? It's SlamZoneSports here, bringing you an AEW Dynamite review for March 22nd, 2023. I'm your host, Fatal Streams. Please leave us a like, drop us a comment down below, subscribe if you aren't already, and let us know how you liked tonight's Dynamite. Opening tonight's show, we have Nick and Matt Jackson being carted off in an ambulance, with Hangman Adam Page joining them in the ambulance on their way to the hospital. There was no real context to this. This just kind of opened this way. It could have been any number of people that just don't like the Elite. Could have been House of Black. Could have been Blackpool Combat Club. Could have been anybody. Anybody, honestly. Um, so moving on, we have match one. It's a trios match. Orange Cassidy, Sting, Darby Allin versus Butcher, Blade, Kip Sabian. Great match to kick off Dynamite, I believe, giving Sting a chance to get in the ring a little bit without overusing him and injuring the Icon too much. Because he is getting kind of old. You know, he can't take too many bumps. Starts back and forth. You know, some fast-paced moves to start it off. You know, tags in and out. Kip Sabian and Orange Cassidy looked very good in this match. I feel like they're kind of showcasing them. Kip Sabian, you know, I'm coming around to kind of liking him. You know, he's getting over with the crowd a little bit. And, you know, it's kind of fun to see. Kind of fun to see somebody new. AEW did a great job in showcasing this one. Really good booking for this one, I believe, as well. Sting does pick up the victory with a Scorpion Death Drop, giving, you know, Sting just another W in his career. Darby Allin, staring at the Double or Nothing sign at the end of the match. You know, it just begs the question, will Darby be the one to face MJF at Double or Nothing? Who knows? For the Triple B, we'll see. It's going to be either him or one of the other two. So I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. What do you guys think down in the comments? Let me know if you think it's going to be Darby Allin that's going to be facing MJF. Moving on to the match 2, we have an AEW Tag Team title match. We have the Guns taking on Top Flight. I'd like to start this one off by saying I really enjoy watching Top Flight in the ring. They're very exciting to watch, high flying, very acrobatic, very fast paced. I feel like no matter what, you know, if you see Top Flight in the match card, you can pretty much guarantee it's not going to be too predictable. You're going to see something exciting, you're going to see something fast, you're going to see a lot of high flying, you're going to see a lot of action. And that's something that, you know, you need as a wrestling viewer, as a fan. You know, you need that action. You know, AEW, these two teams, great booking. Like, it's a great way to showcase athleticism of, you know, two of just a few of the great tag teams in the division of AEW right now. You know, watching Top Flight kind of reminds me of watching Lucha Bros at times. You know, it's not predictable. It's really exciting to see. It's very back and forth, you know. We had very close to having new champs tonight on multiple occasions. Overall, though, the Guns did pick up the victory with the assist of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. So that just comes to question, you know, what are we going to have next out of, you know, those three specific teams, or specifically just, you know, Top Flight and Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. I think they're probably setting up a tag team match between the two of them. Now, after that, you know, we got a post-match interruption right after that by FTR. So, Cash and Dax, they hit the ring. They got a microphone in hand. They challenged the Guns to a match at Double or Nothing for the AEW Tag Team titles. However, as the Guns are just denying them, saying, oh, no, you don't have a chance. You have nothing to offer us. There's no reason for us to fight you. Dax makes the offer of, you know, if they do not win at Double or Nothing, then they're going to quit AEW. And that will no longer be a thing for them in AEW. They won't be vying for the tag team titles. They will just quit the company. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. We would like to know in the comments your thoughts on what may come of this feud. Are you excited for the match? No. Do you want to see FTR win? Do you want to see them lose? I feel like, FTR leaving AEW would probably be like the worst case scenario for their tag team division right now. I feel like FTR on the roster does them more good than it does bad. And maybe that's why they're kind of putting the storyline together with this, that it makes FTR look untouchable, makes them look undefeatable, and then that way when they win, it's not as much of a shock. Personally, I do believe that FTR may win this match, but it could go the other way. And beings of all the rumors of the past of being FTR's planning on retiring and maybe joining the indies for a while, maybe, you know, doing some freelance work for a while and not doing any big promotions. So we'll just have to see and pay attention to that and see what happens. Next up, we have a backstage promo by Jade Cargill. And Stokely Hathaway. Sorry about the brief pause there. They had drew up legal documents to stating that Taya Valkyrie could no longer perform Jade's finishing move while employed in AEW. Honestly, this is kind of a comedy promo to me. It didn't really have no, uh, you know, not really any meaning to it, I guess. That there was no reason for to have that specific promo other than I feel like that they're just trying to build some type of feud, some type of storyline between the two before Double or Nothing, being that Taya Valkyrie just came in, and they have no real build up, no real feud, no real history between the two of them in any promotion. So I do believe that that's what they're trying to set up is Jade versus Taya Valkyrie at the, the pay-per-view Double or Nothing. And in that'll be for the title, of course. Will Taya Valkyrie be the one to defeat Jade and knock her off her pedestal, take that undefeated streak, and take that title? I guess we'll see. Let us know in the comments down below what you feel about that upcoming feud. Immediately following that promo, we have match 3, Stokely Hathaway versus Hook. Okay, so we here at SlamZoneSports, we're going to go ahead and give this one the slam of the night. This match is going to take slam of the night. Just on paper, this looks like an absolute squasher match. You just don't make this match and expect Hook to lose. Hook delivers an absolute beating to Stokely. Stokely tried to get the upper hand with a fire extinguisher, this and that, grabbed a chair, got back in the ring, tried to hit him with it, and Hook was like, no, sorry, bud. He blocked the chair, picked him up, slammed him on a steel guard, I guess you would call it, guardrail. And he puts him in a submission, and there you go. Hook's the winner. Like I said, it was definitely a squasher match, and we're definitely going to give that one the slam of the night. And going forward, we're going to be giving a match of each promotion every week. Every review going forward will have a slam of the night match. So next we have an in-ring promo by Adam Cole, baby. Great in-ring promo by Cole. Honestly, he begins with reminding the AEW crowd that his upcoming in-ring return is in 1 week at AEW Dynamite. He is then soon, describing on who his opponent's going to be, who's going to step up and take the challenge. Well, he's soon interrupted by Daniel Garcia, nonetheless, who then challenged him to a match on the upcoming return in 1 week. Adam Cole accepts the match, so for the first time ever, we're going to see Adam Cole versus Daniel Garcia. It's going to be great, I believe. I believe it's going to be a good match. But Adam Cole did let Garcia know that he will be the statement that Adam Cole sends to the locker room. And I love this promo by Adam Cole. He's very charismatic. He's great on the microphone, and then he backs it up by being great in the ring too. So honestly, I do like that. I'm very excited to see him return. Very excited to see him in the ring and competing again. And delivering those good promos and good matches. Let us know down in the comments if you are an Adam Cole fan and you are excited for his return as well. So next up, we got match 4, which is Jon Moxley versus Stu Grayson. Finally, we see more of the Dark Order members in singles matches on Dynamite. Honestly, I feel like the Dark Order hasn't lost any momentum at all. The crowd just inherently loves them no matter what they do, inside, outside the ring, and then putting Stu Grayson against Moxley just it makes Stu Grayson and the rest of the Dark Order look strong, not only in singles competition, but in tag team competition as well, because, Moxley's a part of the BCC, so, it makes them all look good. It makes them all look good, I believe. So are we setting up for more of a Dark Order push in AEW? I mean, we here at Slam Zone hope to see for more of a push of each Dark Order member. It doesn't matter which specific one. I feel like, we want to see more Dark Order on TV. They're funny, they're good in the ring, they're good on promos, and they're just good talent. So let us know down in the comments what you guys would like to see. Do we want to see Stu Grayson maybe challenge for the TNT title? Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, so moving on, Jon Moxley does pick up the win in this one against Stu Grayson, although he still made him look strong. Stu Grayson may have took the L here, but he still looked really strong in the match against Jon Moxley, who is a former AEW World Champion twice over. So, yeah, I like that. And also, I still love the full heel turn by Blackpool Combat Club. I think it's just great television. Heel personas fit all three of those guys so well. And I'm just glad to see the full heel turn. Let us know down there in the comments if you guys like the full heel turn, or would you rather see the Blackpool Combat Club split up and do singles competition only? Okay, next up we have a backstage challenge by Ricky Starks to Juice Robinson for a match on AEW Dynamite next Wednesday. Will Juice accept that challenge by Starks? Little side note though, after the commercial break and there was a little promo on the screen, just a reminder, AEW Rampage is going to be on Saturday night this week at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TNT. It will not be on Friday this week. It will be on Saturday. Same time slot, same channel, different day. All right, moving on. We have match 5, Toni Storm versus Sky Blue. Not really much to talk about with this match. I mean, on paper, you could already see what it's going to be like. There's going to be some shenanigans from the Riot Squad 2.0. Is what I'm calling it, because that's basically what it is. Toni Storm is just Liv Morgan in this aspect. To be honest, I didn't catch the end of the match, so I have no idea who won. But I do know there was a lot of shenanigans before I walked away and before I stepped away from the match to eat dinner and this and that. So either way, I know there was a lot of shenanigans. Riot Squad 2.0 got involved. And I'm sure Toni Storm picked up the victory somehow. But either way, not much investment into this match, from the side of SlamZoneSports on this one. Because just on paper, it doesn't look like it's going to be worth it. Anyway, moving on. Main event, we got Kenny Omega versus Vikingo. As you can expect, a very high octane match going back and forth throughout the match. Vikingo delivered a devastating 630 on Omega through a table. Nonetheless, through a table. That thing looked like it hurt. I'm just saying. That was a big 630 by Vikingo. And dang. High impact. Now, it does seem like Kenny Omega is kind of off of his game mentality wise in this match, you know, with everything that's been going on with the Young Bucks being taken out by an ambulance at the start of the show. Then Don Callis decides to get in his head and say, oh, well, maybe this is the best thing that ever happened to you tonight. You don't need them. You need to be Kenny Omega. You're the god of pro wrestling and blah, blah, blah. Don Callis, invisible hand. I'm this, I'm that. Great. You know, if that's what we're gonna do is turn Kenny Omega heel, and I kind of feel like that's the angle they're kind of going with, is they're writing, you know, the Young Bucks off of television. Maybe they're planning on leaving, exiting the company, or something else. Who knows? I know their contracts are going to be up soon. Like as of like right after Double or Nothing, I think their contracts are up. And Kenny Omega's still there for a few months because of injuries and such, so they tacked on some extra time for his contract. Um, so I mean, what are we going to see out of this? Do we see, you know, Kenny Omega go full heel, go back to being the god of pro wrestling with the invisible hand behind him, Don Callis? I guess we'll just have to see in the coming weeks. Omega does pick up this win. Great overall main event, great match. Vikingo is great talent, and I hope to see him on future AEW content. So the show ends with Blackpool Combat Club hitting the ring, attacking Omega, and Hangman shows back up in the arena to break up the beatdown. Don Callis gets involved, I guess, you know, because as Hangman's hitting the ring, Blackpool Combat Club kind of exits and they're like, nah, they do the heel move. They're like, no, you can't get us now, ha. And then you see Don Callis kind of approach Kenny Omega, or not Kenny Omega, but Hangman Adam Page, and then he throws himself on the mat and just lays there until Kenny Omega looks at him, and then he points up at Hangman, trying to say that Hangman hit him and knocked him over. So he's trying to play the blame game against Page so that, you know, he can disconnect Kenny from his friends because, you know, Don Callis feels like it's the Elite and it's Page and it's the Young Bucks that's holding, you know, Omega back. And Don Callis is just all about himself anyway. He wants, you know, Kenny Omega to be the top guy, you know, AEW champion through and through. So, and that's going to close out tonight. You know, overall, I do feel like it was a solid B for a show for me. Not a B plus, not a B minus, just a solid B. I'm going to give it a good 3.5 rating. Um, Definitely some highs and lows of the night, but overall, really good booking. You know, the promos hit right. You know, the appearances were good. The matches were good. There wasn't really any too boring segments of the night, you know, other than, you know, the clear cut and dry Tony Storm versus Sky Blue match, which was, you know, we all knew how that was going to end up. But anyway, yeah, that is going to wrap us up for the night. I appreciate you all for stopping by and checking out this review. If you liked the video and you want to see more reviews like this one, please leave us a like, comment, subscribe if you aren't. Make sure you slam that like button. Slam it hard. All right. I appreciate you all. We'll catch you in the next video.